There she is.
There she is.
Hello,
my fair lady.
All right. Social media queen, also known as Rapid Fire Kim.
Yep.
Also known as BK Belgium Kim.
Right.
Formerly known as SMG.
Yes.
Social media guru.
Every day it's a
What
different
questions
name.
do you have for us on Facebook today?
Every day it's a different
Okay.
name.
The first one I've got is from Antoinette, and she wants to know, how long does it take for my father filing for a married child? My filing is from 2008, and it would affect my son, who is 19.
Your son is probably not going to make it. Okay, they are processing because he will fall off at some point after his 21st birthday, depending on how long the I-130 took to get approved. They are processing right now. Let's see where they're processing for January 2018. They're processing October 8th, 2005. So if this was 2008 case, probably at least 3 more years of waiting, unfortunately.
Okay.
And then your son will be 22. Now, it's possible that the I-130 was approved years after it was filed, and then maybe the child would still be there under the Child Status Protection Act, but we would have to look at that I-130 to confirm.
You'd have to look.
Look. Rapid fire questions. Yes.
Cher asks, I'm asking for a friend of mine. She got married last year in September. She has a 20-year-old daughter back in Jamaica, and she's getting ready to do her own papers. Can she add her daughter to the filing?
Who's filing for her?
The friend who got married, who is filing for her green card through marriage.
Okay, so the marriage had to happen before 18, and then the husband or the friend or the wife, whoever's a U.S. citizen, would have to file a separate case. So the answer is no, unfortunately.
When can she start filing for her daughter?
After she gets her green card. And then the daughter's going to wait 6, 7, 8 years. This is what's called chain migration. This is what Mr. Trump doesn't want. But what people don't realize is, you know, when Trump says chain migration, I'm sorry, I'm mentioning his name again. You know, people think it's like automatic, like, you know, one family member gets it, and then 6 weeks later, the next family member gets it,
right.
And then before you know it, in 1 year, you got 50. No, people are waiting decades, 10, 20 years, entire generations to be join their family. Nobody mentions that. Why is nobody mentioning when Trump says we want to end chain migration? It's not chain migration. It's the slow train around the world 10 million times migration, because people waiting decades to be join their family. There's no chain.
There we go.
But that's what, but nobody, you don't even see it on any of the news programs. It's not chain migration. It's wait at the hell of a long effing time to migrate to join your family migration.
What does the F mean?
You know exactly what it means.
No, I don't.
I can't say it. You want me to get fined by the FCC.
You can say it.
You want me to get fined by the FCC. But that's what it is. There is no chain. I mean, there is chain migration in terms of immediate relatives. But wouldn't you want, if you're a U.S. citizen and you fall in love with a foreigner, wouldn't you want to be joined them? Wouldn't you want that?
Absolutely.
So that's what they do. Yeah, you marry an American citizen. Yeah, and it's not even that But if you want your brother and sister to come here, there's no chain migration. It's 15, 20 year wait. You want your married children to come here? We just had a question. I filed in 2008. When am I coming? Not for 3 more years. That would be 2021. Where's the chain? That's no chain. And he wants to build the goddamn wall?
You're giving me a headache.
Sorry, get angry.
Oh, man.
Calm down, Brad. Gonna have a heart attack, Marcia Martin Hartley says.
I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Calm down.
Oh, man.
Calm down, Marcia.
Where's RFK?
Shine Williams. Brad's gonna pop with all that yelling. Kimmy Kim London. Who's putting the angry face there?
Proceed, Kim.
All right, by the way, I'm done now.
Proceed.
I'm done now.
Okay.
I'm done.
I was going to let you go because I understand
I'm
that
on a rant. I'm on a rant. I'm on a rant.
There's no stopping you.
You know what? Let me have some tequila and calm down. 1 second.
There's no tequila in this room.
It's a special extra lit version of the Brad and
by the
Squeeze
way,
show.
By the way, I want you to know something. Anybody who listened to our radio show from 20 years ago, Squeeze and I have completely changed. You know, I used to be like the calm person, like, yes, this is the answer. And Squeeze was jumping up and down like a crazy person, screaming and yelling. Now I'm the guy screaming and yelling. Squeeze is like, you're giving me a headache. He's taking his glasses off. He's like... All right.
You used to tell me not to yell.
I used to tell him not to yell. I said, you're screaming. Relax yourself. He goes, I have to scream. You used to go, everyone who listens to me, they want to hear me scream.
Nobody listens to Squeeze.
Right. All right, let's continue.
The comments are cracking me up.
All right, let's go.
Go get Brad.
I'm so angry. I'm drumming. I want to jump up and strangle somebody when I hear this stuff. All right, go ahead.
Selena
Claire,
wants
by the
to
way,
know
Claire wants me to calm down. I'll calm down now.
You want to calm down?
Claire Poyser, we need you to please calm down.
People don't want you to have an aneurysm.
Can you imagine?
I don't know.
You know, the other day I was telling Squeeze I was going to give him mouth to mouth if he had an aneurysm, but apparently it'll be the other way around.
Jeff Bosey says that I should give you a hug.
Why should you give me a hug?
So, you know, because you're yelling, you're screaming, you're getting all
Tell
hyper.
Jeff Bosey, to go hug himself.
Go what?
Go hug himself.
Hug himself?
Hug himself.
He woke up this morning, so he already did that.
All right, what else you got? Rapid fire, Kim.
Selena asked, how long does it take for immigration to approve an I-130 form?
It depends on who's filing. Sometimes, you know, if it's an immediate relative, it should be about 6 months. But if you're like filing for your brother or sister, it's going to be years.
Tanette wants to know, if someone married a green card holder and you have a son who's turning 18, can the mother put in the paperwork that she was going to apply for his citizenship?
Apply for whose citizenship?
For the son.
The son.
So, mom married green card holder. Son is 18 years old. I believe you can
include the son on your application. You both will get your green cards at the same time, if I'm understanding the question.
I think you did.
Right.
Norbert asks, can a green card holder that got her green card through her child file for a spouse? And if so, how long is that going to take? And does the person get a work permit while they're waiting?
No, it's a different process when you marry a green card holder than when you marry a U.S. citizen. When you marry a green card holder, you're filing an I-130 visa petition. You're getting put on a waiting list. You are not getting a work permit. You get the work permit when you file the adjustment. And then you're waiting about a year and a half, perhaps 2 years. Then if you overstayed your time here, you're going to do a provisional waiver, go home and come back.
Norman wants to know, my brother wants to file for me, but I'm worried. How long is it going to take?
Probably a generation. There's no chain migration there.
Hermaine asks, can my brother file for me even though we have different last names?
Yes, as long as you share the same biological father or biological mother. But if you share the same biological father and the father was not married to the mother, then you also have to prove that the father had a child-parent relationship with each of you as well. So it depends on which parent you share, and then we can take it from there. But the answer is generally yes.
Stephanie asks, I spent 4 months in the U.S. If I wait 8 months before my next visit, is that going to be an issue?
Maybe.
Nandine wants to know, my friend got her interview date. How long after the interview will she know if she's been approved?
You should hear within 90 to 120 days.
Sean J asks, I've got a friend who overstayed her visiting visa. Her mom filed for her 7 years ago. She just got approved. Can she get a work permit before the waiver comes through and she has to go home to get her visa?
Who filed for who?
A mom filed for her adult daughter. 7 years has passed. She just got her approval.
She would have to do
is she going to get...
No, she has to do a provisional waiver and go home unless she's 245I. Now, some people are 245I and they don't realize it. They have to have the consultation to figure that out.
Is she going to get the work permit before she gets the waiver?
No, it's a different process. You're only getting a work permit when you're filing an adjustment application. That's when the work permit comes in. So you got to figure out, am I eligible to file an adjustment application? How am I going to do it? If not, you're doing a provisional waiver, you're going home, coming back. You come back with the green card. Your green card is your work permit. It's your legal ability to work.
Kirian would like to know, my husband, who is now 38 years old, was convicted for attempted robbery in the third degree as a youthful offender in 1998. He just applied for his citizenship. Should we be concerned?
Well, he should become a citizen, but you should also have an attorney just to make sure. But a youthful offender, as long as he was adjudicated a youthful offender. That's not a, you like that word, adjudicated.
I like that word.
As long as he was adjudicated a youthful offender, it's not a criminal conviction. Now, a lot of times people get that confused with, I was charged as a juvenile, but then you ended up with a criminal conviction. So the only time you're adjudicated a juvenile is when the whole case goes through a family court proceeding, not a criminal court proceeding. So it depends on what was going on there. And we would need to see the paperwork on that.
She's also got another question. Her grandmother legally adopted her as a baby in Jamaica, which is how she was able to come to the U.S. as a green card resident. Is there a process that she can go through in order to file for her biological parents?
Nope, I knew that was coming, and the answer is no.
Yeah.
Once you do an adoption, you break the ties to your biological parents. They are not your parents anymore. Your grandmother's your parent.
Luis wants to know, can you explain the provisional waiver? How hard is it to get one?
It is hard to get one. You have to prove extreme hardship to your parent or your spouse living in the United States, that there would be an extreme hardship to him or her if you were stuck back home for a decade, which is what the law requires right now.
And Sean finally wants to know, how long does a waiver take to get approved?
About 6 months.
Perfection. We've done social media rapid fire.
Very good. Very, very good.
Voila.
Voila. All right, Squeeze.
Voila. Oh, Squeeze, your français is very good.
Pardon me?
Français.
Your français, very good.
Oh.
Voila.
Yes. Can you say in French, Squeeze, you served me cold soup, please return it?
Huh? Why would you come up with that line?
Tu m'as donné de la soupe froide et je comprends pas pourquoi.
I don't know. I just thought it was a silly thing to say.
Why even that line?
Just a silly thing to say. All right. All right. All right. Squeeze. I'm just trying to annoy him today.
Okay, Carrie Ann has a follow-up. She was the one who asked about her husband who had been convicted for an attempted robbery in the third degree as a youthful offender. She actually sent us the disposition as a private message.
I can't look at it on the air. She would have to have a consultation with us.
It does say
I can't look at it on the air. I would have to look at it. Okay, she needs a consultation. I don't know the state laws of every state. I would have to look at the disposition, look up the law. There is absolutely no way in the world I can give her, sorry, I know you're trying to sneak in a freebie, but the answer is, unfortunately, we would need to have a consultation.
Annie asks, if you get a baby in the USA but you're on vacation visa, is that going to impact filing?
Yes, we talk about it a lot, yes.
Rushane wants to know, if I file my I-130 in May, how long is it going to take for me to get a response from immigration?
Who's sponsoring you, the I-130?
How long should it take for them to get a receipt?
30 days.
Sandra asks, my sister filed for me in 2005. Can you tell me how much longer I have to wait?
Not much longer. They are, let's see where they are. They are in June 22nd, 2004. So you're just about there. Maybe, depending on when in 2005, it could be anywhere from 12 to 18 months from now. Maybe less.
Michelle asks, I filed for my sister and her daughter in 2008. How much longer do they have before she gets through?
3 to 4 years.
She also wants to know, if I file for, how long will it take if someone filed for their son or daughter who is married?
10. 12.
Maxine asks, could you elaborate on the 1979 to 1987 green cards that have no expiration? The government has done nothing with it so far.
There is a regulation that says those green cards are expired. You have to renew them.
Stanford wants to know, can ICE deport you if your papers are already already in and you're waiting for a social security number?
You can be deported up until the day you become a citizen of the United States. That doesn't mean you will be deported, but they can put anybody they want in deportation. They got to prove deportation, but anyone can be put in deportation up to the day you get a U.S. passport.
And finally, Dodian would like to volunteer to come fishing with you and is angry that Squeeze invites everybody to the club, but not ice fishing.
Ice fishing is really all about contemplation and meditation. It's not a club thing.
It's not really a group activity.
Not really a group activity, sorry.
And we've got through social media.
All right, thank you very much. We'll see you back at 12, Kim.